Magical effect of sincere love. Moods blunt one's feelings and understanding, making it impossible to get along with others. Domestic life should be a temple of heaven, but moods can make it a Hades. A husband comes home and finds his wife in a sullen mood, and he can't reason with her. Or he returns from work in a nasty mood, and she can't reason with him. So much trouble comes to people because of moods. When someone else in your family is seething with anger or is wholly indifferent, you are affected immediately by his mood. Or perhaps you go to someone in great joy, but he is moody and quarrelsome, and finally he gives you a slap. Immediately your joy vanishes, and you want to retaliate. Do not put on the mood of another. The Bible tells us that if anyone smites us on the left cheek, we should turn the right cheek. How many do that? More often, the person slapped wants to give his assailant 12 slaps in reprisal, and perhaps a kick, or even a bullet. It is easy to strike back, but to give love is the highest way to try to disarm your persecutor. Even if it doesn't work at the time, he will never be able to forget that when he gave you a slap, you gave love in return. That love must be sincere. When it comes from the heart, love is magical. You should not look for the effects. Even if your love is spurned, pay no attention. Give love and forget. Don't expect anything, then you will see the magical result. Do you realize that within you, in your soul, is a superb garden? A wondrous garden of thoughts, fragrant with love, goodness, understanding, and peace, and more beautiful than any earthly flowers that grow. You cultivated a fragrant blossom whenever someone in anger misunderstood you, and you continuously gave love to him. Isn't the aroma of that love and understanding more lasting than that of any rose? So always think of your mind as a garden, and keep it beautiful and fragrant with divine thoughts. Let it not become a mud pond, rank with malodorous, hateful moods. If you cultivate the heavenly scented blooms of peace and love, the bee of Christ consciousness will steal into your garden. As the bee seeks out only those flowers that are sweet with honey, so God comes only when your life is sweet with honeyed thoughts. Resolve that in your garden of good soul qualities, you will not allow the evil stinkweed of anger to grow. The more you develop flower-like divine qualities, the more God will reveal to you his secret omnipresence in your soul. He who is tranquil before friend and foe alike, and in encountering adoration and insult, and during the experiences of warmth and chill and of pleasure and suffering, that person is dear to me. By continuously giving love to those who are unkind, peace to those who are harassed by worries, sweetness to those who are bitter, joy to those who are laden with miseries, and by constantly setting a better example for those who follow the path of error, you destroy moods by keeping the mind creatively busy. If you can't be busy outwardly, be constructively busy inwardly. Live in a world of wonder. I often say, if you read for 1 hour, write for 2 hours, and if you write for 2 hours, think for 3 hours, and if you think for 3 hours, meditate all the time. God is the repository of all happiness, and you can contact him in everyday life. Yet man mostly occupies himself in pursuits that lead to unhappiness. Meditation is the best way to destroy moods and live in a world of wonder, a world such as Narada, a great rishi, knew when he said, "Lord, I was singing thy praises and became lost in thee." When I came back to this consciousness, I saw that I had slipped from my old body, and you had given me a new one. A similar story is told in India about another saint. A young man had just died. His body had been carried to the cremation grounds, and the mourners were preparing to light the fire, when suddenly an old man came running, crying out, "Stop! Don't do it. I will use that body." As soon as he said this, the man's aged body dropped lifeless to the ground, and the young man got up from the pyre and ran off toward the forest. The old man was a great saint. He had simply not wished to interrupt his devotions by taking rebirth in an infant's helpless body.